It's going to be Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39. Puddy, what do you think? Is Rhea Ripley going to become the new face of the women's division WWE?
New face or champion?
The face of the division. Like, Charlotte Flair is like the face of the division. Like, people think of women's division, they think Charlotte Flair, right?
She'll be up there. She'll be a face of the division. I think she currently is now.
You think she's already there now?
How many times have you compared her? How many times have we seen people online compare her to the next China, being the fact she's stepping up with these men?
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time we've seen a woman step up to the man believably? Except China, maybe Beth Phoenix. Will she become the face? I don't know if she'll be the face. There won't be the face until Charlotte Flair retires.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Charlotte Flair's going to lose here. If Rhea Ripley does not beat Charlotte Flair, this is all for naught. A waste. Bye.
Wow.
I personally feel she'll beat Ric Flair. She'll beat Charlotte Flair, become the SmackDown Women's Champion for 30, 60, maybe 90 days. Charlotte Flair wins it back because that's how Charlotte Flair ML goes. They're catapulting her to 16-time champion. When Charlotte Flair beats her for the title again, what does Rhea do? That will determine what her place is on face level of the division.
See, I think a loss like that would hurt like more. It would hurt probably more than her losing at WrestleMania.
Losing to Charlotte Flair, period.
Right. Rhea Ripley has the capability of being the face of the women's division. She's young. She is talented. She's got a great look to her. And as you mentioned before, you think that she is one of the faces. I would have to disagree right now. She is heading there for sure. She's getting a lot of momentum for sure. She's getting a lot of great time with Judgment Day. Characters building up. She took command of the Royal Rumble. Like, not even the fact that she won it, but just her presence, the way how she dominated, even being vocal about gathering the troops, eliminating Nia Jax. Everything about it was screamed ring general, screamed that I got this, screamed that I am number one on that call sheet. Rhea Ripley is capable of doing it. She's on her way there. The only thing that's in her way right now is Charlotte Flair. If she could defeat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, become the next next Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, excuse me. Take 3. If Rhea Ripley could be the next WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, she could beat Charlotte Flair for that WrestleMania and then have a good reign after that.
That's the thing. Yeah.
That's the thing. She could become the new face of that division. I think she could even surpass Bianca Belair. Right now, I know Bianca Belair is, she's hot right now. She's definitely put herself amongst those names. But out of all of them, man, it's still Charlotte's world.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still Charlotte's world, and everyone's just living in it. But Rhea Ripley, she's got that it factor, man.
Oh, I think no one's disagreeing with you. She's the next big thing of the women's division, if you will. I think her and Bianca Belair could be the next Trish, Lita, Shawn, Brett. But she has to beat Charlotte Flair, like I just mentioned. But what is the length of her reign going to be before Charlotte Flair takes it back?
That's what we both agree on. It depends on that. Beating Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania is one thing, right?
Get the win back from 36 during the COVID era. But it just depends on what happens next. I think this question is incomplete until we see what happens when Charlotte Flair gets her win back. It could be nothing. It could be like she defeats Charlotte Flair again. Ray goes on the feud with somebody else. But her and Charlotte Flair chapter, it does not end at WrestleMania. It sees what's the next chapter hold.
Clearly it won't. No matter what.
If she does win, what happens with the Judgment Day? Does she go on both shows like Roman does? Does she stay on SmackDown? Does they split up?
Does she become face? Because people will probably get behind her.
Maybe.
Does she
Does
leave
Dom
Judgment
turn
Day?
face though? She stays with Dom.
There's a lot of different ways it can go. Another good thing about Rhea Ripley that I did not state is that she can tell a story. She can tell a story effectively. And like I think that's what sets her apart from everyone else. Bianca Belair, she could talk, she can wrestle, she's got a great look to her. But I feel like Bianca Belair kind of lacks telling an effective story. I think that's what separates her from getting to the top spot, if you will.
I disagree. I think she tells a good story, but I see your point. I see where you're going with it, but I disagree.
No, not to take anything away from Bianca Belair. She's been fantastic. I just think there's a reason why we don't think of like the women's division. We don't automatically think of Bianca Belair. I think there's a reason for that. What I think Rhea Ripley has all the tools to be the next Charlotte Flair. Hell, they've done everything possible to change her look, because at one point when she first started off, she looked like Charlotte Flair, if you remember correctly.
That was a big thing, yeah.
And
Rhea Ripley a bottle blonde because there's so many of them.
Right. And she took that and she ran with it, made her own look, made her own style, made her own gimmick, if you will. And she's done a fantastic job. And the biggest thing that I have to say what Rhea Ripley has with her, and I know I harp on this a lot, it's not an ageist thing, but like it's in the world of sports that we live in, she has the youth behind her. She is the youngest one out of all the main pillars on that roster. And that says a lot. That means she's got a longer career. And the fact that she's got that now, that it factor, it's like Mahomes, man. It's like Joe Burrow. What will they become in 10 years from now? Only better.